Hull's reserve, Josh McKay and Eddie Agnew. For the Steels, the lineup is Ben Towns in goal, then Tom Charlesoff, Jack Tinker comes in and replaces Oliver Grejlak, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, Connor Smith, who moves into central midfield, Sam Kay, James Morris, Thomas Poole comes in, and Jordan Barnett. The bench is a six-man bench today of Jack Crook, Mikey Roxburgh, Alex O'Connor, Danny Deakin, Tommy Marshall and Jack Watson. Plenty of options in the middle. Turner looking to get it into the middle. Header's on target, cleared off the line. It almost was its early goal. Jordan Barnett was the one with the header in the middle of the box. With his right foot away, Gundry will dead it away, but headed on by Stewart. Goes on to the right wing where there's a bit of space now as the ball's hooked into the middle, and Townsend claims it with Jordan Kershaw coming in from underneath. Good cross from Palin, but now Townsend tries to get out quickly to the right to Morris, but headed away. Back to Poole, first time pass looking forward for Morris to get it on the right wing. Gets it, will move into the box on the right hand side. Wants an option in the middle. There's Connor Smythe who skies it. Big chance for the Steels to take a one-goal lead. Connor Smythe. Here comes the whistle. Finlaw will take it. It's a good aim shot. Well saved by Townsend. It's just going to curl out to the left. Cross going in. Goes into the middle. Owen clears it. And then after a few blocks, Kay is able to clear it. Finlaw will get it. He tries to volley it back towards the left wing. Head away by Poole and back out into the middle for Wilson, who tries to hook into the box. It's over the top of everyone now for a goal box. Charles is having to just pass it back to Townsend under pressure from Stewart. Townsend takes it, left foot forward, going towards Barnett. Drops a bit deep. Barnett just stood on the ball. I don't think he realised how quickly that would drop on him. He's back in defence for one well forward, just goes to Tinker. Back in the first team after missing over the bank holiday weekend. Ball forward, look for Barnett, headed away. Smythe looks to be the first man onto it, gets something onto it. Back with Jack Tinker it goes. Tinker, ball to Smith, tries back heel, finds Tinker, right foot going to take the shot, it's curling and well wide. Jack Tinker who out wide towards Palin, being forced backwards now. Tinker forced one there, back to Finlaw, ball forward and Wunwell quite confident, Kay getting in there, but Wunwell just worm away from that. It's good work from Kershaw and going to go all the way through out to Stewart. Stewart takes the touch and tackle here, back to Stewart, takes a shot, deflected, over the bar, corner kick to Wunwell. Mike has scored. Townsend sending the diagonal, looking for Poole, who heads in the middle, looks for Gundry, tries to knock it on, it's falling nicely, takes a shot, Gundry, saved and goes out for a corner. It's not a bad shot for a centre-back. Back on the left here. Sykes launching it upfield, Charlesoff will head it forward, headed away again in, and Smythe will win that header. Smythe continuing forward, and he's going to carry on. He's gone through, takes a shot, bottom corner. Connor Smythe has given Stocksbridge the lead. He's just bundled his way through about 2 to 3 Wunwell players before tidily tucking it into the bottom corner. Malkowski didn't really have a chance with that one, and Stocksbridge are ahead on the 42nd minute through Connor Smythe, who's got big options in the box, but they're a big enough side themselves as Barnett high over the top of everyone, but Owen will look to head it, put it back across the middle, and there's Gundry, it's in the back of the net. Jazz Gundry gets his first Steels goal. It's a set piece routine from the training ground. Barnett loops it over everyone, but Elliot Owen who heads it back across, and from within the 6-yard area, Jazz Gundry heads in. It's 2-0 to the Steels. Well, look like they've made a substitution here, which I'll get for you in a moment. It looks like Josh McKay has come on, but Tinker's going forward. Stocksbridge are attacking again. Tinker got an overlap of Barnett, said he's going to go on the right, cross in the middle, looking for Poole, whose header loops over the bar. Stocksbridge, Barnett. Left foot into the box, a good corner, headed away. I think the keeper's annoyed that he didn't get a chance. Poole puts it back in, flicked on by Morris over the bar. Charles forward to Watson, knocked on looking for Marshall, almost got there, Sykes it back to Watson. Watson takes a shot, just over. Not decent from Watson, who sets up. He's got a hell of a run up on this left hand side. You know, it runs about 15 yards and with a bit of speed and spin he goes in, and there's a header, and there it goes in, and in. Wunwell have one back. Didn't see who got the final touch. Townsend's not happy, he claims there's a push on him. And it's where they're going to need to be at their best once again. Comes long throw into the box. Good header away by Gundry, goes back to the right-hand side. Big summer shot, well wide in the end. It looked like it could have been closer than it was. Advantage back. And to O'Connor, flicked into the middle, headed back. Finlaw will get it now. It's closed. Hello and welcome to the MAC Group UK Stadium for this Northern Premier League Premier Division match between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Stockton Town. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft, joined here with my co-commentator Paul Iggulden.
Thank you for having me on, Adam. I'm looking forward to this good competitive game. Stockton should be a good challenge for Stocksbridge today.
Because the Stocksbridge have never beaten Stockton over the last few years since we faced each other the first time in 2021, the first game after the pandemic resumed. Chris Hilton's last home game, that 0-0 draw. But Stockton have never won any of the games by more than one goal. So while the record is in Stockton's favour, it's certainly always a competitive match. And many will remember the playoff semi-final where Stocksbridge came from 2 behind to force a penalty shootout. Unfortunately, unlike a certain other shootout in the North East that happened recently, that one didn't go our way. Let's go through those teams here. Let's go with Stockton's. It's Nathan Harker in goal, then Josh Baggs, Jamie Brownwell, Lewis King, Adam Nicholson, who's the captain, Tom Coulthard, Glenn Butterworth, Cameron Painter, Amir Purewal, former Hebburn striker, Josh Scott, and Kevin Hayes, who has scored multiple goals against the Steels over the last few years. The bench is Arjen Purewal, Stephen Thompson, Michael Sweet, Jake Pettigene and Jack Spears. For the Steels, it's Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, Danny Deakin, Connor Smythe, James Morris, Thomas Mill and Tom Marshall. The big headline, Danny Deakin returned to the first team since his hamstring injury at Ashton United. The bench is Jack Crook, Alex O'Connor, Sam Kay, Jordan Bonnan and Jack Watson. What do you think that Richard's thinking about that lineup?
Well, I think based off prior knowledge of previous games and what I've seen, they're probably going to go with a back three. So it's always good at a back three to get down the sides. So I think we've got good pace down the sides. So hopefully he's hoping for link up between full-backs and wingers today. So just a bit of a change up, and it's always good to have Danny Deeks back, who links it up so well and gets in behind the striker. So it's always a great change when you've got him coming back in.
So Danny Deakin brings that set piece threat with him, and we name it people like you playing.
Yeah.
But Jazz Gundry, we saw, and Elliot Owen linked up well last week against Woolwell. That confidence boosting win coming into this game. Stockbridge yet to win in the league yet this season, hoping to end 2 ducks here today. So Thomas Poole is standing over the ball now, ready to get us underway. He'll be someone else who will be lively on set pieces should Stockbridge get the chances from them in this game. As we just press.
Yeah, it looks as if Stockton Town have a big team, although I think the delivery from Stocksbridge should challenge them and test their defensive set pieces today.
Danny Deakin has just switched on to the ball to start us off with. There's an overloader on the left-hand side as an attempt at a routine is going to happen. Stockbridge should get the early goal against Guiseley, you never know. And here we go. So Stocksbridge Park Steels get us going in the claret and blue shirts, claret shorts, claret socks, kicking from left to right. The Stockton fans regaled them with they are a Aston Villa. As the ball's quickly done to Marshall. Marshall puts it into the middle, headed away, going towards the edge of the area. Smythe has just delayed it, headed back in. Morris is going to latch onto it, cleared up to the air by Coulthard. Marshall brings it down. Marshall's going to fit it in. It's all and then tucked into the far post. And the linesman has not got flagged. And it's James Morris who's put it in. The goals come after 27 seconds.
Twice in 2 league games.
Exactly, the Stockbridge scored after 52 seconds against Guiseley. We've not even put here we go yet. And Stocksbridge are ahead.
Wow.
A 1-0. I don't think our fans are even in here yet.
It was a great kick-off set piece. Stockton guessing that we would have kicked along into the corner, but went short down the opposite side. Good ball by Kurt down the channel for Tommy Marshall to get across. Headed wide back to Tommy Marshall, who puts a volley across the goal, and it's put in by James Morris.
Tommy Marshall back in the starting line. We didn't mention that beforehand. He replaces Jordan Barnett, and that decision has already paid off for the Steels.
They'll be hoping for more of that, getting in down.
Stockton have got their own there going forward, and we didn't say Stocksbridge are in the normal Stocksbridge colours of yellow shirts, blue shorts and yellow socks. As the ball out here to Kevin Hayes there, quickly trying to get level. Ball goes over the top, it goes back to Baggs, who is going to be met by tackle Tinker. Tinker's on the floor trying to get it away. Baggs still fighting for it. Gundry then in. Tinker will get it away. Out here to Poole, who will clear it out.
Yeah, like I said, getting down behind these centre backs who won't want to defend wide. That's the key today.
A ball knocked in, and Purewall almost gets onto that. He scored a few against Stockbridge when he was a Hebburn player. And it's now back with Townsend, who will launch it forward. Nicholson heads away. They will be threats both in the opposition box as well. As Owen has to just knock that out. It is a throw-in for Stockton. Well, they go. Steels 1-0 up after just 2 minutes of play. Much like they did against Guiseley, the team that Stockton beat in the playoff semi-finals, only to be denied entry to the final due to an eligible player. The drama that was going on.
It's promising now that we're getting more goals, especially earlier on in games, because first couple of games it looked like we were struggling to put it in the back of the net, but now it looks like maybe a couple of goals at Woolwell have settled the nerves, and hopefully we can carry that on through the game.
Yes, that was the first game Stockbridge scored multiple goals in that game against Woolwell. As you see, Micah Roxburgh is going to join us in the crowd here today. The reserve goalkeeper back here to help train up Townsend, and along with Pete Goldshaw and Ben Goldshaw. Will be a long throw here from Nicholson. Launch forward, headed away by Gundry. Then headed on. Hayes will try and head it back in. It's just a bit of like volleyball on the edge of the area before Marshall gets headed. Takes it out wide here. Marshall's trying to clear it down, but the block clears it out to Deakin. Deakin's going to send it down the channel, and James Morris is going to try and get onto it. Well, go out by Coulthard, a very talented defender that's gone up the ranks with them. And Baggs will pick it up on the right. Here comes Stockton on the right. It is a gung-fire game so far. Both teams absolutely going for it, as Stockton will get it into the middle, but Gundry able to clear that out. Poole will look to hold the ball up. I think Stockton just needs to slow it down a bit.
Just kill it a bit, get back on the ball.
And that poor pass won't help with that, as Stockton now the attack going forward. It's Lewis King. Gets it out wide to Hayes. He is the danger man for Stockton. Left footed ball, fizzing not far off, and that is the danger Kevin Hayes will provide.
We'll have to keep an eye on their wing backs, especially Hayes. He's got a good strike on him, so we've got to make sure our full backs get high so we can get out to the ball early, so he doesn't have time on the ball.
Exactly, that is the threat that the likes of players like Kevin Hayes will have. He is playing in a deeper role than what we've been used to when we faced him in previous years in that wing back position, but that means he might not get picked up as much as he would have done in the traditional winger position.
Just have to make sure we double up if he does get that time and space, just to help out Charlesworth.
Not the only early goal in the games today. Whitby have taken against Ilkeston. Aaron Haswell, the scorer. As Deacon's going to fight for the 50-50, gets it out to Charlesworth, takes the touch, trying to get it out right to Channel. Will be easy enough for Nicholson to head away, but it goes to Deacon, gets it down to Morris on the right-hand side, middle to Smythe, out to Charlesworth. Charlesworth taking the touch forward to Marshall, trying to turn. He don't get the touch though, and it goes out of play for a Stockton throw. There's a boisterous support behind the goal to our right. That's make sure to jeer our players any time they get.
I'd say the positive about playing on this 4G pitch is that at least when you do get it down, you know it's going to play true. So hopefully Stocksbridge can utilise that today.
It looks like they've got a minute. Stockton have got a throw in another good position. We're going to see that long throw again. Steels did concede from a long throw against Wombwell, but that is a freak long throw that Owen Sykes had at Wombwell. Genuinely one of the best ones I think you'll see at any level of football. But it's going to be a short one. Have to do all that build up. Back onto that to Hayes, who's looking to beat Charlesworth. Back out it goes to Nixon, flicks the ball in, no one's there for it, and will be collected by Townsend, who's going to just take his time with it. Steels 1-0 up here. As Warrington Rylands have taken lead against Hensford. Jake Burton, the scorer. Hensford were our league leaders going into today. On forward, a bit contested header, and Stockton will win it out. Owen now fighting for it. Goes to turn out to Charlesworth, just back, has to face his own goal to collect it. He's put under a lot of pressure by Purewall. He's a lively striker. Back to Townsend, and over now to Gundry, who got his first Steels goal last Saturday. And Tinker slipped there, and his pass is giving it to Painter. Stockton on the attack again, who are just already look so dangerous in attack, but they've lost their attack pool. Out wide to Marshall, and an opportunity for a counter-attack if Marshall can beat his man. Good tackle by Nicholson there. And now Hayes is going forward. Hayes, he's taking a long shot. He's going to take a bounce, and that one will be one that
looks like they'll try and shoot on any occasion. Hayes.
The thing is, that took a bounce, and on AstroTurf like this,
you never know how it will bounce.
I think that's Hayes obviously played there for many years as Marshall had an edge hand ball, but it's going to be an attack for Pulfar, but Charlesworth gets it now to Turner. Back it will go to Townsend. And he can't keep it in play, and you wouldn't think Stockton were ahead because they look a bit rattled in there at the moment.
Stockton replied quite well, pinning Stocksbridge into their own half quite a bit here.
Yeah, just comment from Grumpy Old Man saying, blimey, this will teach me for tuning in 3 minutes late. Well done, lad. That goal from James Morris coming after 28 seconds. Charles right away will be certainly in competition for the quickest Stocksbridge goal ever. We don't have records for some of the goal scorers, never mind the timings. I'll throw forward here, and out here going to Butterworth. Trying to get away, but Stocksbridge defended. Poole has it now. Back to Tinker. I don't think I expected it on that side of him. Back out now to Poole, who will send it forward, looking for Tommy Marshall. He's going to contest with it, and it's a bit awkward from Nicholson, but he does get it away. Marshall may just took it in. Owen just climbed over the top of his man, and I think he's got very lucky there that no free kick got given. But now it's Hayes who's got the ball in the middle to King. It's a really nice switch to Baggs. Baggs moving in on the inside, forward here, and good hold-up play. Now Hayes, who's going to have a bit of space to get up to some speed. Cross going in towards the far post, over Purewall's head. Now it's going to be cleared away.
They do look as if they're going to try and switch the ball wing back to wing back if they have to, just to stretch Stocksbridge.
They've got the talent to do so as well, and that's obviously the worry. We're seeing them already. They have dominated really since going 1-0 behind. Stocksbridge really need to try and shut down this game a bit, and Well, at least just will kill a bit of the spirit of the Stockton side, who certainly aren't down-spirited after going down so early.
No.
The ball now with Coulthard. And again, it's on that switch looking for Hayes, but this time
Well
Charles reads it nicely and allows it to go out for a throw-in.
Just try and kill it here. Just use a bit of time up. Let Stocksbridge players get refocused after that. Couple of attacks by Stockton.
Hebburn have taken the lead against Hyde. Martin, the scorer. Stocksbridge didn't do what you said there, because they got the ball, cleared it away, and it's gone out for another Stockton throw-in, and it's going to be another chance for them to just keep piling this pressure on early in the game. I think resisting this would be a good confidence boost, though, wouldn't it? If one goes forward, headed on, and it's Deacon who ends up clearing away, but it's just going to go back to Nixon, who launched up into the air. Headed on again. Owen will contest it and appeals for handball again and not given. It's knocked into the box. Hayes will come and pick it up on the left wing. Try to get in the middle, blocked by Deacon. We should be back there. I do apologise. Thank you, by the way, Lee, for flagging that to us. If you do cut out, if you're doing it, please do comment, because we have no idea otherwise. And we,
No.
It's still 1-0 to Stocksbridge. Stockton just had a free kick they put well over the bar, thankfully. Stocksbridge actually have it in the opposition half at the moment. Ball flicked, but that's gone out of play again, and Stockton will get the ball back. So if you do hear us go off, if there's any issues like that, please do let us know in the comments, and we will look to fix it. Seems to be playing up a bit today. I think I've been fiddling with it a bit too much, our soundboard. Back echoing, have we hit a button? Nope. As ball in the middle. Middle here, sorry, we just got a Stockton on the right hand side, going forward on the right wing. Will puts a cross in. Good header! Great save!
Great save. I do think we have to get out to these wing backs to stop these crosses and make sure we're picking up in the box with a free header there. And great save by Townsend.
Worth his weight in gold at times like that. About the echoing, we're not entirely sure what's getting them. That could be just due to our microphones, because it's the first time we're doing a dual microphone setup. So we may just switch to having one microphone shared. As the corner goes in and it's headed over the bar, it will be a goal kick. So let us know if it's continuing, and we will look to fix it if not. And we will work out way what we're doing during half time at this point now. We are some teething problems using this setup. First time we've done this with 2 microphones with a co-commentator. Last time when we had Tommy Marshall and Ash Butterworth doing it last season, we just did the one and we hunched over it together because I couldn't bother to pay for a second. Oof. Ball goes out, and again Townsend's kicking, and he's really fantastic.
Can't really afford giving them possession back so cheaply.
Yes, that is a concern. I think while we do like to get it out onto the sides, I think Townsend probably just needs to get a few centrally for a while, just to get his eye in a bit. As Bagg just bundled his way through, ball going through and almost made its way to Purewall, and it's actually a free kick given to Stockton that may have saved the Steels there.
If I would have given advantage if I was the ref there, with the striker getting it in the box. But it will be an opportunity for them to test the defence again with a cross from out wide.
Yeah, Stockton remaining strong in the attack so far. It's close to the touchline over on our far side. It's on the right wing. We'll be hitting left wing, an in-swinging free kick. So this will be a challenge for Stocksbridge to deal with. It's a big team that are strong on set pieces, but that will be headed away at the near post by Turner. Before Marshall could get it, he's looking to hold it up. He's got 3 men around him. He's done well to keep it. Lays it out right to Charlesworth. Charlesworth putting it in. He's trying to get it out right to Deakin, and then that's going to be well put out by Lewis King, who has played at left back, right back, centre back for Stockton today in defensive midfield, doing a good job. Then Turner will earn a free kick, and he's earned that quite well because he has ran into the leg of Purewall.
Thought Stockton did well to get a good number of players back after that set piece. But they do look a threat, Stocksbridge, on the counter-attack, I think.
It's obviously a plan that has been worked on ahead of this game. And hopefully something that we will see.
And an opportunity for Towns to put the ball into the box here from a free kick just on the halfway line. So it'll be a good test. See, hopefully we can find the head of Elliot Owen or Jazz Gundry.
Definitely. James Morris is a good target from this sort of thing as well. He's going to aim it to the far side. Gundry's going to try and challenge the keeper. He raised his arm there, and that's why the goalkeeper, Nathan Arker, who did catch it, is really unhappy. The ball's gone out forward. He's looking for Purewall, but it's going to bounce to Purewall, and then Townsend gets a punch. He's going to go to the edge of the area, and then Turner back. And again, Stocksbridge have shown how quick they can get back after a set piece. Out here for Marshall, who will just boot that way. It's the wise choice in such a situation.
It's a good kick from the Stockton goalie there, so we'll have to make sure that we're switched on at the back from set pieces.
Similar, actually. I went to watch the Youth Cup for Stocksbridge, and the one goal that the under-18s got in that 9-1 defeated, guys, it was from the keeper doing a very good kick just like that. The goalkeeper, by the way, had a brilliant game for that under-18s match. Would have been a lot more if not for him. Ball, Stockton are playing from the back. It's back to Harker. Morris is pressing, and it's clear away just before it can get to him. Big powerful header from Gundry. Morris is offside. We won't be able to do anything. It had got to him. Stockton have it back in the midfield now.
See, that's what Stocksbridge will hope.
Nicholson, ball into the middle, and then here comes a chance. Scott,
great
from Gundry.
Great box from Jazz, just recovering to get on the line and slide to block it.
Yeah, Elliot Owens just turned asleep for a second, and that's how Josh shot to nip in. He's gone round Townsend, who I don't think saw Scott coming either. But Gundry, when he was aware, sliding there, blocked it. Corner's taken quickly. Hayes is going down. He's looking to beat his man. Cross looking for the far post. It's over the top and will be a goal kick. And well, they've had some big chances, Stockton.
That's worth a goal, that block. So Stocksbridge will just have to make sure that they can't allow one straight ball to get through like that again.
Right. We've got to be awake the entire 90 minutes. That is what we found out about this league. You don't get away with things like you do in the East.
Teams will punish you if they get the chance, but that was great defending.
Stockbridge, who have never beaten Stockton Town, in the lead at the moment, 1-0 up after 18 minutes. Hayes will get that header, and Stockton just getting the ball back every opportunity, it seems like. Charles are trying to get the touch. He's on the wrong side of Scott, though. He ends up going out of play. Both teams appealing for the throw. Stockton will get it. Turns out the zone is working perfectly now, we're being told by our comment, so.
Lovely.
We'll keep an eye on things. Do let us know if there's any other issues. As Hayes, right-footed, good ball in, headed away by Owen. Will go out for a corner kick, it seems. That's a throw-in, actually. Yep, we're back again. Thank you very much for telling us, Grumpy Old Man. I think our board is just playing up a bit at the moment. We may have to invest in a new one. This has lasted about 2 years now, this board, I think. Not bad, Frank, it's quite cheap.
But it's in a lot of games.
Yeah, we had to buy it when Penison Church fan accidentally broke the old one. Going forward, headed away. Out, up forward, and it's going to be good. This referee, I'd say, has been a bit inconsistent with things like that, as Marshall's holding it up. Goes forward to Morris, they knocked out Marshall, will get it. Marshall's holding on to the ball because he didn't have the run he wanted from Morris. Now it's played in midfield, it's kind of Smythe here.
Need a bit of
We'll
width
take it
here.
forward, and Tinker's going forward. Got an assist against Stockton a couple of seasons ago, the last time we played here.
Great turn.
And it's a lovely here from Poole, ball into the middle, sliced away, and it's going to be kept in. Well, I think Stockton. Hello, we're back. Sorry. So we've decided to go into one microphone share between us in case it's a power issue for our power pack with the fact it's on. We won't have anything towards Teesside. I've had a chicken parmo burger today that was absolutely divine. As Tinker has a throw in the Stockton half, gives it back to Tinker. Poole does. Looking here in the middle, Smythe will lose the ball, and now Stockton have it back. Ball in forward, and Gundry will just go forward, and he's just covered Scott really well, who's been really lively, I think, Josh Scott today, and he's just tackled Gundry, but Owen being the good defensive partner, and then Scott goes in late, and even the Stockton fans who've not been happy with this referee, I think, understood that one.
Elliot Owen doesn't go down easily, so you know it's a firm tackle when he's gone down.
We're going to lift this wire in case just knocking the wire is doing it. So, yeah, sorry, we are looking at all the different fixes we can possibly do while we're here. This is a limited equipment, but to the various technical glitches we are having, which has included this time moving the wire. It's the expertise that will astound you in this. Another point, and yeah, Josh Scott again on a good run, but Gundry will bring it out, and it's a 50-50. Stockton appealing for the throw-in, and they're going to get it. They're not happy, the home fans. So it's back here with Charles up to take. Launch launches it upfield, and Hayes heads it behind Marshall, looking to turn, but well cut out there by Nicholson. Gets it forward, but Gundry will clear. Poole will look to challenge for it, and he does win the header, even though he must be 6 inches shorter than his defender. The ball goes forward, and it will be back for Stockton, not for by Butterworth, and Owen will read it. He's lost the ball to Owen, and that's Purewall. Well got him back by Curtis Turner, but Purewall holds it back, takes the shot, fizzes, and it's over the bar. And well, it's just Stockbridge making their own problems at this point.
Elliot Owen just got caught under his feet and got pinched off, and not a bad shot from Purewall.
Yeah. Very good strike aside from Hebburn this summer. As I say, we mentioned Thomas Poole there. I was bringing a point of, this is one of the few players who's got experience of this level. You've been in there and also not played this level yet. How important has that experience been for the rest of the squad, knowing that these little tips and tricks?
It's good to have people who've experienced this level, and you kind of learn a lot about this league and about how if you make mistakes you will get punished, where as last year you might make a mistake and the strikers aren't as good, but this year you know that they will punish you. Same at the other end. We've seen how many goalkeepers for oppositions have got pulled off world-class saves. So last year, where you might be scoring a few goals, it's a lot harder this year.
Yeah, Stockton just got a throw in. Stockton fans weren't happy; they didn't think it had gone out. Ball launch forward, headed away, and Turner will hook it out, and Deakin gets it back to Tinker. Launch forward, and Marshall will try and chase this with Coulthard looking to defend it. And Marshall might have just nipped in there, gets it back. Look for Morris. Coulthard's done well to get that away. He must have been in panic mode then for a second. And Deakin just won the ball in midfield. Deakin out towards Charlesworth. Charlesworth down the channel, looking for Deakin, who's just King's going to win a header, but Deakin knows what's coming when he lets that go out for a corner. It's the first corner of the game for the Steels. So it's going to be back here as a corner kick, and Deakin is the man who's going to take it.
We know the quality of balls that he can put in from set pieces, so it's a great opportunity for Stocksbridge here.
Yeah, something you obviously enjoyed a few times last year. Here it comes going in. It's going to be headed away at the near post, but there's a chance for a Stockton counter here, because it's fallen to the man you'd want the counter attack go to, Kevin Hayes. He just goes sideways for a moment. It's allowed the Stockbridge players to get back. It's an odd choice from a normally perfect winger at this level, and he'll have to get back to defence.
Slow him down and cut off his options.
Yeah.
We would have thought he would have wanted to drive at someone or put the ball in behind.
It's a lovely ball from Harker out there to Baggs, who's switching it himself. It's just gone over the top of Painter, and it's going to be just tracked out there, and I think it's going out and gone out for, I believe, a goal kick. 31 minutes gone, the Steels leading 1-0 here. Warrington Rylands are 2-0 up. Just noticed Joshua Scott actually got booking for that earlier, for that foul on Elliot Owen. I think we had technical issues.
Too many technical issues.
So some goals here. Leaker 1-0 upon Guiseley, Alex Hurst the scorer. Warrington Rylands 2-0 upon Headsford, Guy Hall. And Rushaw 1-0 upon Lancaster, Cian Riley. Let's just wait for Townsend to take his goal kick. He is now taking his time on these things. Ball forward. Yeah, much better. Headed away though by Nicholson. I think that's why they're trying to avoid the central passes, because of Nicholson and Coulthard. Hayes on it there. He's trying to go on his own again. Forward to Butterworth. Out to the right now to Baggs. Into the middle now to Butterworth again. Now out to the right again. And then now to Painter. Nice passing before Tinks just is able to step in and clear it away. But it's going to go all the way back. Morris will press, but headed back to Coulthard to the keeper Harker.
Stockton showed that they will be patient in attacking, try and move Stocksbridge from left to right, so we will have to stay switched on for the whole game.
Yeah, thankfully that Harker ball forward was like Townsend's earlier on in the game and has gone, let's play for a Stocksbridge throw-in. So Tinker will launch that ball forward, head away from midfield, and Prescott tried to get a header onto it, missed it, allowed Owen to get up forward to it. Now Marshall near Deacon. Deacon trying to get it right. First one blocked, second one trying to get it out to Marshall. Marshall stab it out to Charlesworth. Charlesworth goes forward now to Marshall. Marshall got a defender isolated. Charlesworth's an option. Marshall's going to put the ball in. Morris brings it down. Back to Deacon. Deacon takes a shot, drilled, well saved, and cleared away. Marshall's just going to pick it up on the right. There's another opportunity here. Fields for a handball. It's not given. Marshall's putting the ball in. Morris will look to pick it up. Deacon's behind him again. Morris is just trying to hold it. He wants the shot himself. He's already got a goal. Takes one. He's got it! What a finish, James Morris!
Great hold-up play from Moz. Into feet from cross out wide. He gets it on the turn and he puts it in the bottom corner.
It's a beautiful kill. I was about to call Morris greedy and wasting the chance, if I'm being perfectly honest. But he managed to hold it up. He wanted it himself. He knew what he was doing with that as soon as he got that ball, and he pulled it off. The Steels against the run of play, even though it's 2-0 up here.
And a lot of joy down this right side with Charlesworth and Marshall putting in some good balls. And Morris the first time set it off to Deeks where it was a good save and block, but the second time Moz takes it himself and lovely finish into the corner.
The Stockton fans, they aren't happy to the right because they believe Tommy Marshall handballed the ball. I personally didn't see it. I'm doing the full Arsene Wenger on this one. We will watch back, of course, later. We won't make any full judgments. But Stocksbridge Park Steels lead 2-0 here at Stockton Town after 32 minutes. As Kevin Hayes on the ball. Back it will go to Nicola. Didn't know he was coming back to him there. He completely fell asleep. He was paying attention to a fan over to the nearest to us. Ball goes forward. Owen will head it away. And it goes out for a throw for Stockton. I think the main thing for Stockton now is keep this at this scoreline for the next 10 minutes. And the extra bit on top and all.
I wouldn't be surprised if they react like the first goal where they pin Stocksbridge into Stocksbridge.
You can see that they are trying to pass it round. They're being very calm on the ball. Oh, they aren't panicking. They know they're capable of coming back from two behind. As Coulthard has it, out to Baggs, who's moving on the inside here. Slip through towards King, who is taking a much more advanced position than he was earlier on in the game. Some one-touch passing, but a block there from Morris. I don't think he quite aware that he made that block. Forward towards Purewell. Charlesworth steps in and clears it away. Nicholson will get it back out towards the left here to Hayes. It's passed by block, but he gets it back. It's as if it was a 1-2 for him. Hayes goes in, takes a block again, and Owen clears it out, but it's going to fall a bit short and allow King just to chest it down. Lofts it over Poole and over to the right-hand side here for Baggs. Holds it up, back to Bramwell. Over now to Coulthard. He's just kind of carry it forward. He can run with the ball quite nicely. Now over here to Butterworth. Butterworth, lovely slip through pass, but they're having to hold the ball up there. Back to Hayes on the left wing. Hayes facing up with Marshall. Right foot ball, look for the far post. Gundry will head away. Poole, I was hoping he was going to drop back a bit deeper. I don't think he expected it to fall nice, and it stays in play. Bramwell will have it. It's just as you said, they are having that pressure as they did after the first goal went in. Yeah. Hayes is running at Marshall. It's a good looking cross. Turner's stepped in to be able to clear it, and it's back with Deakin. Deakin forward to Morris. Morris has got pressure here and he could lose the ball here, and he's done well to come away with it, and then he's actually earned a foul. He might have wanted to carry on with that, to be honest. So Seals 2-0 up here. Prescott have taken the lead, it looks like. Finley Crossadere scored, and Hyde are down to 10 men again at Hebburn. Shaquille Jones-Griffiths. Hyde is an away trip at the end of September for the Steels. So Stocksbridge doing just as they'll have wanted to so far. Another local scoreline to tell you about. Consett are 2-0 up on Hallam. Donny Holsworth has scored. Another Sheffield team up in this part of the country. And another 3G. The ball's headed away, flicked on. As ball looking for Scott there. He can only knock it out for a throw-in. Stocksbridge will look to try and shut this game down for the rest of the half at least. It's one of the worst things if you're 2-0 up and conceding just before the half-time break, because that all the confidence momentum is with one side.
And especially if the opposition just kill it before half-time, you've got no chance to react before half-time.
Stocksbridge did come back from 2-0 behind on this pitch in the playoffs a couple of years ago, and Stockton will be wanting to replicate that themselves. As Stocksbridge are just inching down the pitch using throw-ins at the moment. Charlesworth going forward, headed away by Nicholson. Turner will get it back to Wrighton. It's going to be allowed to go out for a throw-in. I think even Stockton will be quite happy just to slow it down a bit. Run quickly by Nicholson into the middle to King. Lovely again, switch here to Baggs, who's coming forward again, and he's got loads of space to go into. Tinker's just coming to meet him, but the pass has just gone beyond him now, over to Painter on the right-hand side. Now back to Baggs, who puts the ball, look at the overlap, finding King, and it was Smythe who read that and has launched it into that little patch of grass over on the other side of the cage here. Back to the right here. Baggs will actually, instead he's going to leave this throw into Bramwell. Right into the middle here, being forced back. Back to Coulthard now, over again to Bramwell. He's been forced back though to King. Stockton should be happy with them in this sort of position, but all forward to be on. The attack goes in, and there it goes, and Poole slips it forward to Morris. Morris out to Marshall. Marshall now. This is the sort of thing he likes. One-on-one with the fullback. Marshall trying to cut in. Good tackle though from Nicholson. He is one of the best defenders at this level. Hayes on the ball. Over to the right, and oh, the space that's opened up for Baggs. Lofted ball into middle. Purewall brings it down well. Looks to be his man. Great tackle from Owen, and there's a free kick there because Owen was tripped by Purewall as he was making the tackle.
Very timed tackle. He was just about to pull off the shot there.
Yeah.
Purewall.
He just got it where he wanted it. He is a very good striker, Purewall. Big, physical. Will be a good test for Gundry and Owen. Sure, you'd have enjoyed being up against him.
It would have been a good challenge, but I think Elliot and Jazz are faring quite well so far, even though they've had a couple of chances. I think they've been up strong and headed anything that's come in the box and cleared it.
Now Stockton, they're wanting to use today to bounce back from disappointment. They conceded in the last minute in the FA Cup against Trafford with a step 4 on NPL West side. Tough place to go for many teams, Trafford. They're perennial cup setters, but still disappointing for Stockton. Charlesworth gets it forward. Morris looks it on. Poole will be able to get on the right hand side. Plays it back to Morris. Morris takes a shot. Oh, great save by Harker. Morris is chasing this down, and he has won the ball on the left wing. Back it goes here to Smythe. Middle to Deakin. Opens up. Goes now to Marshall. He wants to shoot. Takes a shot. Blocked. Tinker's trying to rescue this here, but it's going to go to Scott. But Tinker's done really well to get back into that. And now he's out now to Smythe on the left hand side, who keeps it in. Back it goes to Turner, who gets it back to Tinker, who didn't know it was going that way, and it's gone out of play, and that's a daft one there.
Great save from Parker, right in the bottom left corner. Good finish from Moz, but great save.
Yeah, James Morris there, almost with his hat-trick. Yeah. First half, actually, that would have been first hat-trick. Stocksbridge had scored since, and Turner's just won it. Forward towards Morris. Morris is offside, and he knows that as he holds up his run.
Good high line there from Stockton, to be fair.
Caught Morris out brilliantly. Yeah. You have to say they knew exactly what Stockton were going to do when they went up, which was very good awareness from a mistake from Stockton had made. Ball going forward, Purewall heads it. Scott's trying to get onto this. It's a bit of a mess of bodies as it goes to the edge of the area. Being brought back, and that's a poor pass from Marshall, but then Marshall slips. The 3G not working in Marshall's favour, but then a tackle from Turner there. Goes out to the right here, and Stockton will have it back. Hayes on the ball. Tries to get through, and he gets it through nicely to Butterworth. Great one too, Coulthard. Coulthard, ball lofted in, and it almost ends up going into the top corner itself. I think that's the man you didn't want on the left wing, though.
I'm not sure how often he gets into the box putting in crosses on his left foot, but it was a good move by Stockton down their left.
So Hensford have got one back against Warrington Rylands. Jake Jervis the scorer, and Leek are 2-0 up on Guiseley. Lucas Weir the scorer. Back now with Townsend. He's trying to get it out of that side, and it's back like it was at the start of the game, where he just ends up booting it out. He's made some good saves in this game, but the kicking, unfortunately, has not been on it.
He won't be happy with himself with the kicking so far.
We have a second ball on the pitch right now, which has not been spotted by the referee. The game's carrying on, even though I think Morris and the defender are having a bit of a tussle over it to kick it
up to tell the ref, but then Stockton player just grabbed it off him and chucked it off the pitch.
Marshall almost into press. Very late clip on Coulthard. I think that's going to be a booking when we get called back on that one. Now it's Hayes on the left-hand side. Hayes here goes across the edge of the arcs back to King. King's looking for an opportunity to shoot, but he's going to have to get it back to Nicholson. And the tackling, and then Marshall tries to get it blocked by Nicholson. Turner will pick it up. He's going to get pressed there as Turner just sends it out. It's going to go out for a throw in here. Marshall's going to get a talking to by the referee. It's not going to be a yellow, it's a calm it down.
It's just a bit late. They were both going for it. Stockton player just nipped in before him.
As well as forward, and that one will be given in the Stockton free kick. We've seen those sort of coming through the backs not given throughout this game.
I think that one was harsh, I thought, compared to the other ones.
But it has now been given. Hillary Room, the 2 goals have come from James Morris, both the first and the second. Chesterfield are 1-0 down. Carnu has scored for Walsall. And Stockton have a great opportunity from this. With this free kick, with this far out, where it is. Kevin Hayes is the man you'd expect. That was the Stockton fans chanting for, the players taking a few steps back to the line. You would expect, Glenn Butterworth is over as well, but this is where you'd think this is, and Butterworth just left it, this is a Hayes special that we're waiting for here. Townsend will have watched them intently in the build-up. Always does his research, but it's a case of, is there enough research? Thankfully, Elgon goes, it's actually took a deflection from the wall. The wall does its job.
I think Townsend would have had it covered, but the wall did its job there. He just blocked it out for a corner.
So another tricky one for the Steels to deal with, this set piece. Doncaster Rovers, 3-1 up on Bradford City. Billy Sharp has scored. Here comes the corner. Right into the middle. Good header away. And then Marshall's trying to get away, but it's good work by Butterworth, putting pressure on. Charlesworth is now trying to carry it out, but Butterworth once again just an absolute pain in the bottom of the Steels, trying to get the ball away. I think Charlesworth's trying to earn a foul off Butterworth. He can't do so, but he does actually keep it in, working out well. And now Morris has it. Potential for a counter. Turner has it. He's going to hold it up. Turner forced backwards. He's being harassed and he's going to lose the ball. Turner. Advantage given because Turner gave a foul away, but then a cross goes in. Claimed by Townsend. Stockton want that free kick for the early one, but I think because it went so far forward, that's Gainsborough 1-0 up on Warrington Town. Jonathan Margus with the score. That's someone we're going to be aware of on Wednesday. Ball headed away. Turner's fighting for it. Good. Well done by Turner there. Out left here to Poole. Poole back it to Smythe, gets closed down. In a little bit of confusion we feel, but Poole is going to carry it away. Back it goes though to Gundry, who sends it forward, headed away and out of play. Oh, and it has gone out of play by Coulthard. So to have a throw in late on here. We are 45 minutes gone. We haven't seen the board go up for out of time. And it's expect like a minute or two. Yeah, that one's going to add a bit of time to it. So we don't want it now.
Yeah.
I think saying now looking for Deakin. Look, got a bit of a shunt in the back and the neck there, it seemed, but Stockbridge have earned another throw, and this is when you do want Owen Sykes in your team from Wombwell last week, isn't it?
Put it right onto the penalty spot.
I wonder how many goals they must get from that. They got one against us. But it's going to be the short throw. Ian Richards has mentioned in the perfect interview we don't have anyone with that sort of long. Dan Hernandez, I think, was the closest last year with that sort of long throw. We're short to Poole, who gives it back to Tinker. Tinker trying to get through a few men, but gets back. He's going to spill into the box here, and Morris almost wins it off. And actually, there's going to be very little added time, and it's going to be finish in the first half, 2-0 to the Seals. 28 seconds were on the clock when Stocksbridge got the goal. James Morris making the most of an uncleared ball, whereas after half an hour, James Morris again held up the ball and curled it into the far corner. What was your thoughts on that first half?
Stocksbridge will be very happy going into the break 2-0. Stockton did have a few chances, but either last-ditch defending or good saves from Townsend stopped them. Stocksbridge have been very clinical in in the opposition third, and 2 goals from James Morris has been a good first half for Stocksbridge.
Okay, we'll see you in 15 minutes for the second half, and we'll look forward to seeing you then. Fine. Thank you very much, and see you then. Smith, a former Stocksbridge Park Steels reserve, Josh McKay and Eddie Agnew. For the Steels, the lineup is Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesoff, Jack Tinker comes in and replaces Oliver Grezlak, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, Connor Smith, who moves into central midfield, Sam Kay, James Morris, Thomas Poole comes in, and Jordan Barnett. The bench is a 6-man bench today of Jack Crook, Mikey Roxburgh, Alex O'Connor, Danny Deakin, Tommy Marshall and Jack Watson. Plenty of options in Turner, looking to get it into the middle. Headers on target, cleared off the line. It almost was its early goal. Jordan Barnett was the one with the header in the middle of the box. With his right foot away, Gundry will head it away, but headed on by Stewart. Goes on to the right wing where there's a bit of space now. As the ball's hooked into the middle, and Townsend claims it with Jordan Kershaw coming in from underneath. Good cross from Palin, but now Townsend tries to get out quickly to the right to Morris, but headed away. Back to Poole, first time pass looking forward for Morris to get it on the right wing. Gets it, will move into the box on the right hand side. Wants an option in the middle. There's Connor Smythe who skies it. Big chance for the Steels to take a 1-goal lead. Connor Smythe. Here comes the whistle. Finlaw will take it. It's a good aim shot. Well saved by Townsend. It's just going to curl out to the left. Cross going in. Goes into the middle. Owen clears it. And then after a few blocks, Kay is able to clear it. Finlaw will get it. He tries to volley it back towards the left wing. Head away by Poole and back out into the middle for Wilson, who tries to hook into the box. It's over the top of everyone now for a goal box. Charles is having to just pass it back to Townsend under pressure from Stewart. Townsend takes it. Left foot forward going towards Barnett. Drops it deep. Barnett just stood on the board. I don't think he realised how quickly that would drop on him. He's back in defence for one well forward, just goes to Tinker. Back in the first team after missing over the bank holiday weekend. Well forward, look for Barnett, headed away. Smythe looks to be the first man onto it, gets something onto it. Back with Jack Tinker it goes. Tinker, ball to Smith, tries back heel, finds Tinker, right foot going to take the shot, it's curling and well wide. Jack Tinker who out wide towards Palin, being forced backwards now. Tinker forced one there, back to Finlaw. Ball forward and Unwell quite confident. Kay getting in there, but Unwell just worm away from that. It's good work from Kershaw and going to go all the way through out to Stewart. Stewart takes the touch and tackle here, back to Stewart, takes a shot, deflected over the bar, corner kick to Unwell. Mike has scored. Townsend sending the diagonal, looking for Poole, who heads in the middle, looks for Gundry, tries to knock it on, it's falling nicely, takes a shot, Gundry saved and goes out for a corner. It's not a bad shot for a centre back. Back on the left here. Sykes launching it upfield. Charles will head it forward. Headed away and in and Smythe will win that header. Smythe continuing forward. He's going to carry on. He's gone through. Takes a shot. Bottom corner. Connor Smythe has given Stocksbridge the lead. He's just bundled his way through about 2 to 3 Unwell players before tidily tucking it into the bottom corner. Malkowski didn't really have a chance with that one, and Stocksbridge are ahead on the 42nd minute through Connor Smythe, who's got big options in the box, but they're a big enough side themselves. As Barnett high over the top of everyone, but Owen will look to edit, put it back across the middle, and there's Gundry. It's in the back of the net. Jazz Gundry gets his first Steels goal. It's a set piece routine from the training ground. Barnett loops it over everyone, but Elliot Owen heads it back across, and from within the 6-yard area, Jazz Gundry heads in. It's 2-0 to the Steels. Well, look like they've made a substitution here, which I'll get for you in a moment. It looks like Josh McKay has come on, but Tinker's going forward. Stocksbridge are attacking again. Tinker got an overlap of Barnett, said he's going to go on the right, cross in the middle, looking for Poole, whose header loops over the bar. Stocksbridge, Barnett. Left foot into the box. A good corner headed away. I think the keeper's annoyed that he didn't get a chance. Poole puts it back in, flicked on by Morris over the bar. Charles forward to Watson. Knocked on looking for Marshall. Almost got there. Sacked it back to Watson. Watson takes a shot just over. Not decent from Watson, who sets up. He's got a hell of a run up on this left-hand side. You know, it runs about 15 yards, and with a bit of speed and spin, it goes in. And there's a header, and there it goes in. And in. Will well have one back. Didn't see who got the final touch. Townsend's not happy. He claims there's a push on him. And it's where they're going to need to be at their best once again. Comes long throw into the box. Good header away by Gundry. Goes back to the right-hand side. Big summer shot. Well wide in the end. It looked like it could have been closer than it was. Advantage back. And so O'Connor flicks into the middle. Headed back. Finlaw will get it now. But he is closed down, and he'll get out a press from two players. Finlaw launching it long. Owen, little deflection took, and then Gundry tries to tackle in. Eddie Agnew's going free. Eddie Agnew one-on-one to Kershaw, and the shot's over the bar. It should be 2-2. From left, here comes the ball. Looking for the far post. Headed back in towards the area, but it's a side netting. If it does, I think there'll be a story of the round, to be honest. But going forward, headed away though by Palin, flicked on. Gundry can only head out towards Turner. Turner out towards Charlesworth. Charlesworth down the channel, and Poole will get it here on the right wing. He's got Watson in the middle. Poole running at his man. Poole's looking for Watson. Watson with a shot, just wide. Steels had the big chance there to have the 2-goal advantage restored. Top quality one. Here comes the long throw right into the middle of the area. High header over the bar. Ollie Fearon again. Free kick. Got Watson on his left free. Ted Turner's going to take it short here to Smythe. Smythe takes a long-range shot right at Malkowski. Nice little routine, but just didn't have the direction on it. Malkowski. Launch forward. Crook will head it on. Marshall trying to get touch, but it was a high foot, but he does get it to Crook on the right-hand side. Watson's in the middle. Finds Watson. Watson with a touch. That's game over. The Steels are 3-1 up, and they should be in the next round of the FA Cup. Oh, sorry, and that is it. The Steels have won 3-1, their first win of the season. Went 1-0 in the first half. Connor Smythe went for a few players before being able to tuck it into the bottom corner. They went 2-0 up in the second, thanks to a goal from Jazz Gundry, his first for the club. Won't well cause some nerves though. Ollie Fearon headed in after a long throw, but towards the end, a controversial goal from Jack Watson finished it off as a contest. Smith, a former Stocksbridge Park Steels reserve, Josh McKay and Eddie Agnew. For the Steels, the lineup is Ben Townsend goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinker comes in and replaces Oliver Grejlak, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, Connor Smith, who moves into central midfield, Sam Kay, James Morris, Thomas Poole comes in, and Jordan Barnett. The bench is a 6-man bench today of Jack Crook, Mikey Roxburgh, Alex O'Connor, Danny Deakin, Tommy Marshall and Jack Watson. Plenty of options with Turner, looking to get it into the middle. Headers on target, cleared off the line. It almost was its early goal. Jordan Barnett was the one with the header in the middle of the box. With his right foot away, Gundry will get it away, but headed on by Stewart. Goes on to the right wing where there's a bit of space now. As the ball's hooked into the middle, and Townsend claims it with Jordan Kershaw coming in from underneath. Good cross from Palin, but now Townsend tries to get out quickly to the right to Morris, but headed away. Back to Poole, first time pass looking forward for Morris to get it on the right wing. Gets it, will move into the box on the right-hand side. Wants an option in the middle. There's Connor Smythe who skies it. Big chance for the Steels to take a 1-goal lead. Connor Smythe. Here comes the whistle. Finlaw will take it. It's a good aim shot. Well saved by Townsend. It's just going to curl out to the left. Cross going in. Goes into the middle. Owen clears it. And then after a few blocks, Kay's able to clear it. Finlaw will get it. He tries to volley it back towards the left wing. Headed away by Poole and back out into the middle for Wilson, who tries to hook into the box. It's over the top of everyone now for a goal box. Charles is having to just pass it back to Townsend under pressure from Stewart. Townsend takes it, left foot forward, going towards Barnett. Drops it deep. Barnett just stood on the ball. I don't think he realised how quickly that would drop on him. He's back in defence for Well forward just goes to Tinker. Back in the first team after missing over the bank holiday weekend. Well forward looks for Barnett, headed away. Smythe looks to be the first man onto it, gets something onto it. Back with Jack Tinker it goes. Tinker, ball to Smith, tries back heel, finds Tinker, right foot going to take the shot, it's curling and well wide. Jack Tinker, who out wide towards Palin, being forced backwards now. Tinker forced one there, back to Finlaw, ball forward, and Wunwell quite confident. Kay getting in there, but Wunwell just worm away from that. It's good work from Kershaw, and going to go all the way through out to Stewart. Stewart takes the touch and tackle here, back to Stewart, takes a shot, deflected, over the bar, corner kick to Wunwell. Mike has scored. Townsend sending the diagonal, looking for Poole, who heads in the middle, looks for Gundry, tries to knock it on, it's falling nicely, takes a shot, Gundry, saved and goes out for a corner. It's not a bad shot for a centre-back. Back on the left here. Sykes launching it upfield, Charles will head it forward, headed away and in, and Smythe will win that header. Smythe continuing forward, he's going to carry on, he's gone through, takes a shot, bottom corner, Connor Smythe has given Stocksbridge the lead. He's just bundled his way through about 2 to 3 Wunwell players before tidily tucking it into the bottom corner. Malkowski didn't really have a chance with that one, and Stocksbridge are ahead on the 42nd minute through Connor Smythe, who's got big options in the box, but they're a big enough side themselves as Barnett high over the top of everyone, but Owen will look to head it, put it back across the middle, and there's Gundry, it's in the back of the net. Jazz Gundry gets his first Steels goal. It's a set piece routine from the training ground. Barnett loops it over everyone, but Eliotonu heads it back across, and from within the 6-yard area, Jazz Gundry heads in. It's 2-0 to the Steels. Well, look like they've made a substitution here, which I'll get for you in a moment. It looks like Josh McKay has come on, but Tinker's going forward. Stocksbridge are attacking again. Tinker got an overlap of Barnett, said he's going to go on the right, cross in the middle, looking for Poole, whose header loops over the bar. Stocksbridge, Barnett. Left foot into the box, a good corner, headed away. I think the keeper's annoyed that he didn't get a chance. Poole puts it back in, flicked on by Morris over the bar. Charles forward to Watson, knocked on looking for Marshall, almost got there, Sykes it back to Watson. Watson takes a shot, just over. Not decent from Watson, who sets up. He's got a hell of a run up on this left-hand side. You know, it runs about 15 yards, and with a bit of speed and spin, it goes in. And there's a header, and there it goes in, and in. Wunwell have one back. Didn't see who got the final touch. Townsend's not happy, he claims there's a push on him. And it's where they're going to need to be at their best once again. Hello and welcome back here to the Map Group UK Stadium for this match between Stockton Town and Stocksbridge Park Steels, sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. We're here for the second half. It's me, your commentator Adam Allcroft, with the co-commentator Paul.
Hiya, nice, thanks for having me.
Yeah, great, we are just about to get underway in the second. The Steels leading 2-0 after that brace from James Morris. See if Stockton can get goals just as quickly in the second half. Hopefully Stockton won't. Because there has been a couple of times we get underway here for the second half with Stockton wearing the yellow and blue shirts, blue shorts, yellow socks coming from left to right, while Stockton Steels in the claret and blue shirts, claret shorts, claret socks from right to left. Stockton have made 2 substitutes. Glenn Butterworth and Looks like Josh Scott, I think, was the ones who have headed off to be replaced by Michael Sweet and Jake Pettigene. Pettigene was the leading scorer in the Northern Premier League East last year with Newton Acre. We'll go through Stockbridge's lineup in a minute. Ball going in, Gundry heads it away. Sliced by Smythe, that's going to keep the pressure on. Knocked back here to Bramwell. Forward to King. Out here wide to Bags. Out now here with that substitute Michael Sweet into the corner. High left one towards the far post. And then it goes back to, I think Stephen Thompson has also come on here. I think it was a triple substitute. And then
started the second half a lot quicker than they did the first half here. Stockton with a bit of early pressure, but
yeah, Stocksbridge had scored by this time. So we will try and find out who's come off as well for Stephen Thompson, who's also made his way on. So we'll go through the Stockbridge lineup. It's Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, Danny Deakin, Connor Smythe, James Morris, who scored twice, Thomas Poole and Tommy Marshall. The bench is Jack Crook, Alex O'Connor, Sam Kay, Jordan Bonnet and Jack Watson. Ball headed forward by Sweet. Owen will head it away and headed on again by Smythe. Just a bit of juggling in that midfield. Let's turn head forward towards Marshall, brings it down on the chest, nice turn. Good sliding tackle though from that substitute Stephen Thompson. Back it goes to Pettigene and back into defence it goes. Looks like they're still playing free at the back, aren't they, Stock? Yeah. So I was just wondering if they change formation. Going forward, but Charlesworth will read it. Not a good touch by Charlesworth, but he does get it out his feet well. Outright and knocked on by Marshall. Great touch, and it's just too far for Morris.
Just stretching for it there. 2v1 out wide there, so if it stayed in, good chance of getting a good ball in the box.
That was a really, really good idea. Cameron Painter has headed off. He's one of the players off. As Stockbridge have gone forward here, and Morris trying to flick it back, but well blocked by Coulthard, cleared away. Charlesworth will head it back and not kept in. It's going to be a Stockton throw-in. Huddersfield Town are 1-0 down. Peterborough United are leading. Wasn't that everyone's picking last man standings this week across the country?
I know my brother had them, so he won't be happy.
It's going to be a long throw, I think, for Stockton here. They've got it right near the corner flag.
To make sure Stocksbridge set up correctly here.
Yeah.
Soft in the second ball.
Yeah, ball way out. Good header away by Turbo. He's going to go back to King. King takes a shot, blocks. He's going to deflect. Back here into the middle towards Bags, who just can't get it down for the shot. Ball off to Morris, is going to try and cause a problem here, but he's going to just back off on it. I don't think he had it. Realised he didn't have much of a chance, did he, if he had gone for that. So it's back now with Harker. Harker, well, he's gone forward now here to Coulthard. Looking for that switch. Headed in the middle here for Thompson. Onto the left now here for Hayes. Hayes keeps it in. He forced backwards at the moment. Hayes trying to get to the touchline. Sliding tackle going. Peels for a penalty. It's going to go out for a goal kick.
Yeah. Owen there against Hayes, but I think Stockton now being 2-0 down, they're pushing on their wing backs a lot higher, almost playing like wingers. So there'll be 4 on the top line for a lot of the game now. So Stocksbridge defence will have to make sure they see them out.
Yeah, but that means there's opportunities for Marshall on the other end.
I'd like to think one more goal for Stocksbridge second half should kill it.
You'd hope so, but Stockton are probably good enough to bounce back from that. On ball forward, head away, but it's going to go back to Turner, who brings it down really well. He's going to get it out to Charlesworth on the right, on the halfway line. Ball over the top. Morris just can't get the touch. Could go forward to Deakin, but he's offside. I think that's a right decision there, but Deakin just thinking, is he got it wrong? Probably the right thing to do, because you never know if they are going to get it wrong.
Good run though, making it run off James Morris, just in case he didn't hold it up or if the centre backs misjudge it. So you'd always want that from your number 10 here.
Absolutely, there's that extra space I think now with the way that Stockton are going forward. Headed away by Smythe. Morris trying to get it to right, just a bit behind Marshall. And now this is a chance for Stockton. Slip forward to Pettigene. Being forced backwards, you want to keep him in that deep position rather than being on the edge of the area where he was so deadly for Newton Acre last year. Here comes that switch, looking for Bags. Bags, good pass into the middle. Deakin's tracking it, but there's some planned passing move that Gundry just couldn't get the second touch. He read it well to begin with, but just couldn't get the touch to be able to clear it downfield, allowing Stockton to keep an attack going. Bramwell pass forward, then back to Bramwell. Out wide here, over to Nicholson. Pass forward, a little back heel, looking for Thompson. Ball in the middle, going to go across. They're appealing for a corner for a second, but we'll go out for a goal kick. Stockton will be happy with that. I think it may have took out the cameraman seat and all. So back now with Ben Townsend, who will want to get this ball as far away as possible. 50 minutes gone, 2-0 to the Steels. Ball going forward, good header away by Coulthard. Owen will head it right back. Marshall trying to get onto Morris. Morris bringing it down really nicely. Look to the right, Marshall's trying to rush onto it, and Marshall's going to get the better of it, but he's been forced out wide. Needs a bit of help, gets it through Charlesworth on the right wing, takes it to Charlesworth, ball into the box and cleared away for it, can make it to Deakin. Smythe will pick it up, out left for Thomas Poole. Poole here, running at his man, trying to get it onto his right foot. Back it will go to Smythe, puts the cross in blocked, throw in for Stocksbridge, who've looked quite good in that move.
Yeah, great run from Tommy Marshall, using his pace there and a bit of strength just to secure the ball and set it back to Tommy Charles with a great ball in. Just headed well by Stockton.
Yeah, Tinker's coming up to take this throw in. Throw near to Poole. Trying to get behind that corner flag, trying to get past his man, but Stockton have won out that one. And they have cleared it away to Purewell. Hit back into the middle. And Stockton have committed a few, maybe too many forward here. And Stockton going forward now. And the furthest man forward is actually their number 2, Josh Baggs, as they've gone out wide here with Kevin Hayes. Back to King. Now forward to Pettigene. Pettigene's thinking about it, takes a shot over the bar. Townsend got to touch on that. It's a corner kick, and that's the threat Pettigene has when you give him that bit of space.
Yeah, he just almost floated into the top corner. Didn't seem to have a lot of pace on it. Really challenged Townsend. I don't know if it might have took a small deflection on the way through.
Would have made sense with that arc it took. Corner kick for Stockton. Looking for the far post. Good header away by Gundry. Got a bit of a clip there, but Pettigene has now got it. Back it goes to Lewis King. Over now all the way back to Harkley. That's what Stockbridge love seeing from their corners. And he's going to try and drill it forward, and it's a really good ball. High lofted towards the far post, and it's towards it, and it's bundled in. Bundled in by Michael Sweet. Stockton have one back, and that is what they wanted coming out early in this half, isn't it?
It's just a long ball over the top. I don't know if Stockbridge defence thought it was going to go out of play, but it held a bit in the wing. Good volley across the goal and the header and back post. Stocksbridge won't be happy with that start to the second half.
No, we know what this half is going to be now.
Crowd are getting back on now. Like how they react now to that.
Yeah. Ian Richards is shouting orders out. He's not particularly happy with that one. But that is frustrating, and with how slow it all seemed to happen as well.
Like, got it played initially from the corner, but then it was second phase, just a long ball from the goalkeeper.
I was wondering what the referee had a talk with their management team there, and I wasn't entirely sure what that was about. Now, so something's happened here, because the referee's having a talk with his steward here.
Must be them fans behind the goal. So.
Yeah. Now one of the Stockton officials who was very friendly to us on our entry. So obviously there's an issue behind that goal at the moment. It's nothing on the pitch. It's nothing distracting from what's happening on the pitch. Stockton's probably happy for this little break.
Yeah, I don't think Townsend looks happy. I don't know if it's
One of the Stockton officials has gone over. The game has now got back underway. Stockton's trying to get it forward, but it's just going to go out for a Stockton throw-in here. I think Ben Townsend's really not happy about something behind his goal. Going forward, headed away to Purewell. Flicked over the top, looking for Sweet. Owen will head it out. Poole looking to try and get it out, but it goes back into defence. We just say there's a crowd here of 837, a very good attendance here at Map Group UK Stadium. As Bramwell's just been put under pressure by Poole. Back it will go to Harker, who will launch it forward. It was his great ball that helped set up that goal. As the substitutes have worked out so far, and there's an injury for Stocksbridge. James Morris, who's been brilliant in this game, he's done injured. Stocksbridge are continuing. And Morris is going to work as a defender, really, because he's down on the ground. Deakin here on the ball. Back to Smythe. And Smythe's going to end up kicking that out. Yeah, that's a real shame, because there's not many attacking options, really, on the bench.
Maybe a shoulder, I don't know. After he's pressed the goalkeeper and he's kicked long.
Yeah. It's Liv Phillips, our physio, now working on it. Stockbridge. Actually, that goal's been given as Adam Nicholson. I think I saw 15 rather than 5. So, James Morris currently undergoing treatment. Would be a big blow for the Steels today if he would have to go off.
Very clinical first half from Moss.
It could have easily had the hat trick. Well, I think we'd have a very different feeling going into this half had that being the case. Yeah. Now it's all nerves for the next half an hour plus. So I'll let you know about some Northern Counties games. Frickley v Glasgow Parkgate. Parkgate are Sheffield Senior Cup opponent. Thomas Alngahuro, the scorer. They come from 2-0 behind in that game. And in the first half, Barnton took the lead against Penistone Church. Craig King, the scorer. James Morris has just been taken. It looks like he's holding his shoulder.
Yeah,
to me.
I know that he has had injuries to his shoulder before, so I don't know if he just tweaked it or something.
Yes. Stockbridge temporarily down to 10 men at the moment. And Stockton, with fair play, will send that ball back to Townsend. Morris has now returned to the pitch, which is good news, and he's aimed the ball right at Morris, but then it's well over. Morris said out for a throw-in. Lancaster have equalised against Rochelle. Stephen Yorson, the scorer. Ball from forward. Smythe tries to head it away, but into the middle it goes. Turner trying to come away with it. He wants to switch it, but he hasn't really had the space to do it. Back to Charlesworth. Marshall's a wide option, which is going to be taken on the right. Back to Charlesworth. Forced backwards. This Stockton press is coming in numbers. Charlesworth just doesn't even know what to do with it at this point. Ends up rolling it out, and it's a Stockton throw-in, and Charles just caught it.
Just did well to limit his options there, and he kind of looked back for another pass, but he had nothing backwards either, so just had to kind of put it out for play, really.
Stockton with the ball now. Going forward here. Stockton doing well to keep it in on that left-hand side, and ball into the middle, and Turner fighting with it with Thompson. It's forced backwards. Stockton having all the ball since this second half began. Out wide here. On the right wing, Tinker trying to make. Goes forward onto the right-hand side to Sweet. Sweet, back it goes to Bags. Over the top it goes. Hazel, bring it down, edge of the box. Beats Turner, Binge in the middle. Newell turns, shot. Hit the post, and then into Turner's arms, and that looked like it was going to the bottom corner. The Stockton fans were cheering, weren't they, before it went in?
I thought that was in, even off the rebound, off the post it went on anyway. Yeah. Just fell to Townsend.
Townsend launched it, and he's just giving it right back to Stockton, who's, in fairness, quite kindly giving it right back to Townsend.
Stockton just need to settle the nerves a bit here and ride the wave of this Stockton pressure, get the foot back in the ball a bit.
Yes. Long ball forward, looking for Morris. Headed away though again. Every header's been lost at the moment. Oh, into the air and head forward, and it's contest one, but Charlesworth can just get it away. Into the middle. Now at the top, looking for that runner. Bag. It's a brilliant ball. Bag's headed out, taking it out wide. Tinker just trying to force him out there. He is out wide, but he kept it in. Bags looking on the overlap outside. Back to the edge of the area to King. King, high left one, look for that far post. Charlesworth is the one who has to head it over the box. Another corner, and Stockbridge just don't know what they're doing at the moment. And that's caused that noise, hasn't it?
Yeah, you can feel the pressure coming from Stockton. A good ball in behind over Jack Tinker's head. For Bags there, and he's set it for a cross, and at the back post it's headed out by Charlesworth.
Yeah, Huddersfield Town have equalised against Peterborough. Will Alves the scorer. Here comes that corner. Look at that far post. And he hits the post again! Charlesworth clears it out. Marshall looking to hold it up. He's going to try and send it forward for Deakin to try and chase onto it. It's going to be far back again. Gets it away from a goal, but again the woodwork's been rattled.
Stockton's been very fortunate. Stockton hitting both posts in a couple of minutes, and wouldn't be happy of conceding from the set piece there, just at the back post.
You could see what was going to happen from the moment he had that movement. And it's Nicholson again.
It was a dangerous ball, but yeah.
Ball forward, Turner gets onto it, back forward and cleared away. Gundry will head it back into the midfield and out wide here, and Bags will just let it go here. Kept in, but Tinker will win this, and Tinker trying to go forward, trying to send it down the channel, but being easily picked up in defence. Stocksbridge just can't seem to hold on to the ball for any moment of time.
Yeah, just need to try and find feet in the final third.
Line channel, Gundry collects, not a great touch. Oh, that's a bit of a hospital pass for Owen, but Townsend eventually saves him. Great pass actually to Deakin. And Deakin, I thought Morris was in there, but instead he's going to go for Marshall, and the bounce helps out Nicholson there, and he does get it away. Brought down well by Purewall. Purewall there, back into defence. Out wide here. Towards Pettigene, who back into defence. Ball forward and flicked on by Thompson, and Charles wants to track it. He's going to try and block his man here and let him in, but the man gets the touch and he's beat Charles here. Everything's going wrong for Stocksbridge, but then the block by Owen, and Turner gets it. Yeah, Turner, he's lucky for Marshall, bit too ambitious with that pass, I think. And now coming forward with it is Sweet. Charles gets tackled, it comes off Sweet, but God, it feels like every decision Stocksbridge making, it seems to just be going against them in terms of the decision making from the Steels.
Yeah, just probably need to start playing feet and to be a bit more safe, holding it up rather than into spaces.
Truro City, we said, had the longest away day in history ever, today, in British football history. They're losing 3-0 at Carlisle United. That coach journey back is going to hurt.
Miserable on that.
Let's get back about 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Ball headed away, Owen's going to track it. He wants to try and do the same and allow it to be pressed out. And it's kept in again, but actually had gone out. But again, it's not working, that, is it?
No, Townsend just needs to slow it down there for a bit.
62 minutes gone.
I think Ian Richards made a couple changes here just to take the thing out of the game. And
in my opinion, would be a perfect game for Jack Crook.
Oh yeah.
With the physicality he can bring. Ball forward, headed on by Poole, but Morris didn't read that. It's going to go back to Harker. Good idea though.
Yeah. For someone who's not huge, Thomas Poole does win a lot of headers in the air, doesn't he?
He's a veteran. I think he just knows what he needs to do.
His movement's great.
It's not just about height winning a header, as you'll know from your defensive training.
Yeah.
It's about how smart you are, moving at the right time, shifting your defenders about. Back to Bramwell. Close to the edge of the area, pass into the box, but blocked. Turner gets it out. Marshall's breaking here, trying to get going with a bit of pace. He's going to send it forward, look for Morris. Not affected. That deflection just took it away from what would have been Morris's path, and it's back with Harker now.
I haven't seemed to find Morris since he went down for that injury.
No.
He's been a bit isolated up top since all this pressure's come on.
I think Richards wants the ball to go out to play just so he can get his subs on. Purewall wins header, goes into the middle. Turner gets it. It's a high foot there from the Stockton attacker. One of those things, some of those oldie fan terms. That's a fair colour for the ball.
One of them ways, not caught him, but if he does, it's a nasty one.
It's a concussion, if we need. Sean Michaels would like those sort of kicks, to be honest. And here comes the substitutes. Thomas Poole's one of the people coming off. He's going to be replaced by Jordan Barnett. I think that extra height is going to help the Steels into Barnett. Yeah. And that Poole's done all right. Done all right despite that.
Yeah.
It's just me one for now. He is doing the tactic he used at Guiseley to slow the game down, have these long breaks. Townsend sending the ball forward, headed away. Charles will head it back, but Barnett's not going to get to it. Being man-marked by a seagull. Tricia, how much we haven't gone forward, that the Seagulls do feel safe in the penalty box at the moment. Ball's gone back to Harker. Barnett were close there.
Yeah, good press that.
Oh, looking for Purewall. Good header away by Gundry. Smythe will get it, tries to knock it on, he just slips at the key time, and we'll go out for a Stockton throw-in.
Just need to keep them presses up where we force them to kick long to Jazz and Elliott, where you'd hope they'd win most of the headers.
Yeah, definitely. It's what worked against Guiseley was cutting their threats out, where something probably could have nicked something at the end of that game. Forward to Bags, back into Bramwell. Having a free, by the way, the right centre backs fries your mind. Bramwell, size to King. Now over to Pettigene. Pettigene now. Putting the ball into the box, but Tinker will clear before it gets to that. Morris sends it sideways to Barnett. Barnett looks to switch it over to Marshall. Marshall will chase it down on the right and he keeps it in. Does well. Nicholson's up facing him. Passes it beyond Nicholson to Morris. No one's helping him, but it wouldn't matter anyway because the offside flag is up. 65 minutes going in this game. 2-1 to Stocksbridge Park Steels. It has been all Stockton.
That's the thing, with Stockton having so many, 3 or 4 on the top line, it leaves a big gap in midfield for when Stocksbridge do win it back on the second ball, so hopefully it can land to the front three and link up like that. Although it was offside, it's what you want to see really.
That's for Charles, against for Turner, off knocks it on, and Deakin out right to Marshall, quickly forward to Morris. He's offside again, I think, Morris, but he was going to play for a throw, and it's just, these passes just aren't working out.
I think the centre halves have figured that Morris loves to run in behind, that's his big threat, so they're just kind of stepping up. Right as Stockton just looking to play the ball through.
Well, TJ just going to return his head, and that's something we've done well right. And that's a poor pass. Deakin's on it now. Morris gets onside. He was in his own half, but the offside flag has been called. Oh, that's one for the assessor.
Ian Richards is not happy.
No, he's not. Because it's because Morris has actually took that step back and all. That's what's frustrating. That's the frustration because he took the step back in because he knew he was offside. I'm going to guess, I'm going to be critical to Lance, and he thinks the ball's played as he was in that offside position, and he stepped back. Ball goes right, and oh god, Nick, very lucky that Coulthard didn't realise that that ball was going to him, or it could have been 2-2 there.
Yeah, he just went over.
King just has the ball. He's evaded a tackle from Morris. Huddersfield now leading 2-1 against Peterborough, by the way.
Turned it around there.
Yeah.
Everyone will be happy.
Ball goes back into defence. With Bramwell, the diagonal run at the moment. Pass forward. It's too easy, that pass. As Hayes gets it out right to Bags, and this is very dangerous. Cross towards the far post. Charles gets a connection on the header, and then Smythe able to clear.
Can't afford them free.
No, that was too easy for Stockton then to pass through. Fixer on the left, it's Hayes who, well, not Hayes actually, the cross going in, over far post. And it's going to go into the 6-yard area. Townsend claims, and they want a penalty from Sweet going down. It's not going to be given. Ball out look for Morris, and he's headed backwards by Nixon, who goes back now to Coulthard.
I think Jack Tinker just did well, just to nudge this man. Not enough that it's going to be a foul, but that he put him off, and then Stocksbridge could land on the second ball.
Yeah. Hayes trying to get the pass through, and just gets past Tinker. Turner trying to get a touch, and he's back with Bags now though, and Bags trying to get his way through. Turner with another tackle. Deakin, touch looking Smythe, 50-50, but it's a well-in tackle despite Smythe wanting the free kick. Now with Hayes on the right, Barnett back trying to defend. Cross goes in, Gundry slips, and then Deakin clears. Back on the left now with Thompson, and it's back into that just relentless pressure from Stockton. Thompson pass through a block by Turner. Out to the right, and Marshall being pressed, and he's just going to clear that one down and look for Morris. Coulthard should have that under control. We'll send it back to Harker. Morris will press. Harker takes a touch, and it's a bit dead, that touch, which I thought might let Morris in. And good work from Bramwell, evading the press from Barnett. I suspect Sam Kay is going to, well, actually Connor and Sam Kay look like they could be coming on soon. Switch looking for Hayes again. Stockbridge's defence has been a bit too narrow here. As Hayes has got another chance to run at the defence, he's into the box. Tinker gets a good tackle in,
Did well just to double
and then he's going to clear it out, but he's just going to go back to Bramwell. Bramwell here, continuing forward with it, sideways to King. King over now to Coulthard, who's going well forward it. Crossing from Coulthard. Owen Flicker, headed free! It's 2-2, and it's a defensive mistake, isn't it?
It's an unlucky one from Elliot Owen. I don't know if he thought it was going to bounce differently on the 4G, but he sliced it, and it was a free header at the back post at Stockton.
It's just a huge shame after how well Stockton have been able to defend, but that relentless pressure is always going to pay off, and the Steels now need to do everything they can. Jack Watson has just got up. I think that's changing now. The Steels, I think, need to change mentality.
Yeah, just hoping they can get the subs on before that.
Yeah, it is. 20 minutes to go, and now Stockton will think they're going to win this.
Yeah, they'll have to show some character for Stockton now.
Ball forward. Gundry, good header away. Bags will go get it forward. Gundry forward now, headed away, and Gundry will get it forward. It's just head tennis between the two at the moment. Gundry again gets it to feet, gets it forward, and it's just not where Morris is. Back it into Bramwell now. We're now with Nicholson. Forward, it's going to fall here for Sweet on the right, ball in the middle. Owen is looking to cover, not clean out to Smythe, only back to Bags, who puts the cross in, and Charlesworth will read it, and it does get it back, takes a shot in, and it's wide of the near post. Absolutely, the Stocks crowd is rallying for this. They want that win now.
It's almost the opposite of the playoffs 2 years ago.
Yeah. Deacon is making his way off with Alex O'Connor replacing him. Sam K. Jack Watson will also be making his way on. Connor Smythe, one of the other players, going off. Looks like Tommy Marshall also heading off. It's the triple sub. Stocksbridge want to get the lead back.
Put a bit more energy into midfield so we can get tired to them, so they can't play so freely.
Just the quality we're seeing from Stockton though is paying dividends for him.
Even first half, you can see they're tackling threat and
The substitutes have been the difference. I think that might be the difference a lot of time in this league is the substitutes. That Stockton have just brought on some of the best players from the Northern Premier League East last year.
I think them having their wing backs so high has just put a lot of pressure on Stocksbridge. It's worked well for them.
Turning going forward and heading into midfield, O'Connor will get it forward. Could have took it into feet, which is frustrating. Big pinball forward, and every ball like this is working for Stockton. It's made its way to Sweet here, but Tinker has pressed him out. Cleared ball, took a deflection, but it's going to stay in with Hayes. Into the middle, goes forward, it's going to be a free kick after Bags went down. And this is just all pressure from Stockton still.
Yeah.
Ball back with Hayes.
Stocksbridge just need to regroup there. Someone needs to take charge of it.
Tradition of the Stockton fans. Chanting down the players taking steps back. But this will be able to be a Hayes shot, I'd imagine.
Yeah, he's got a lot of options for a cross.
His near post is Townsend's left free, which is that's what Townsend's open his walls covering. Goes the ball and it's over the bar. 73 minutes gone in this game. It is 2-2 after the Steels led 2-0. And right now it looks more like Stockton are coming away with the win than anything else. Just hoping we can try and get Jordan Barnett and Jack Watson into this game.
We need to get the substitutions into the game early, so I don't think we've got time to get players into the game there.
Ball forward, Morris tries to knock it on back to Bramwell, who takes a touch. Barnett was pressing. Ball going away. Charlesworth tries to into the middle. Well won there by Turner. Kay gets it out to the right well. Charlesworth. Watson's dropped deep as an option. Now Watson looks to take on a man. He's done really well there. Watson moving in. He's going to carry on himself. Then the switch. It's a lovely switch to Barnett. Barnett, edge of the area. Going to put the cross in. Takes a block back with Barnett. Barnett. He's just sliced on the pass there, and Stockton have to get in and clear it away. Sweet boots it forward now to Owen, who heads it away. Turner gets on the ball. Turner.
Watson on
And
that right
switch it.
side,
Lots
big, lots of space.
He has it. Has, and that's where Hayes is meant to be defending. And now Watson is trying to take on his man, but it's a good tackle. It's gone out of play, but Stockbridge get the throw in. First time we've seen Stockbridge get settled in this half, really, if we're being honest.
Good from Jack Watson there, just driving at the Stockton defenders, keeping them on their toes.
Definitely, yeah. Absolutely is. It's a throw in now for Charles to say. Thrown into the box to Morris, who wants to try and turn again. He's been forced out wide. They've learned his trick. Back to Watson, and he's going to take the shot. It's blocked. Back with Morris, but he's on the right-hand side. He's trying to find space. Back it will go to Turner. Turner's putting the cross, look for the far post, over everyone and headed away. And now there's a counter-attack opportunity. Ball forward takes a little block from Tinker. That's going to allow Gundry to get onto it. He takes the touch and down the channel looking for Barnett, who misses the header, and it's going to be followed by Bramwell, who will let that go out for a goal kick, but better from Stocksbridge. So it's 2-1 here with 75 minutes gone. Not a good day for our neighbours at Hallam. They're losing 4-0 at Consett now. As Harker, with the first time I've seen him kick the ball poorly, it's just gone out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. With Tinker now for the throw-in. Launching it downfield. There's no real big target though there. Cleared away, Turner will get it out towards the right. Watson, nice header out to Charles, who's got some space to work with. Kay's breaking as his wing option, but Charlesworth I think wants to do it himself a bit. Now he goes to Kay on the right, who's got space, back to Charlesworth. Kay's now trying to move here, and Charlesworth go on the outside, puts a cross in. Morris with the volley in the near post, it's going to trickle wide of the far. Morris full of confidence now, isn't he, to try that sort, but just didn't get the connection.
A lot of space for Tom Charlesworth with Hayes not tracking back, helping his left centre back. So got to utilise this last 15 minutes.
Yeah. It's now in a better rhythm, this game for Stocksbridge. Yeah. I wish I'd got to this when we were 2-0 up, but it's how it is at the moment, I'm afraid. They just can turn it on, it seems, Stockton. Following forward. Owen will head it away. Returned by Bramwell. Over, and it will be Charlesworth who takes it down and just gets underneath that a bit more than he'd have liked to, and will go over and hit the lamppost. And it's back now here for Hayes to take the throw in. Sends it downfield. He's looking for Purewall. And he wants a free kick, Purewall, but I think he went down over too easy there to get it. Kay ends up heading in. It's going to be another throw in for the home team. Is going to go launch downfield. Charlesworth heads away. Kay will take the chest and volley it out. Morris trying to fight for it, but well won there by Nixon, who gets it forward. Pure tried to flick it on the right, a bit of miscommunication as Loud Stock to get it. Charles forward to Watson. He seems to be dangling as he was keeping that in. Now to Morris. Can he find Barnett in the middle? Takes a deflection and it's going to go out, and it will be Stockton's first corner of this second half.
It does look like Stockton is still leaving free for free at the back, just their centre halves against our front three. So
I think because they have had Jekyll and Hyde form, and no wins necessary because they want this playoff hopes, and it's a very even division this year, it seems, at that top at table, so they can sense opportunities, and this is their big opportunity. Barnett will take this corner, left-footed into the middle, good through the header, but there's a foul in the build-up. Went over the bar anyway. Watson and Owen have been penalised for it. It's back now with Harker. Let's get a bit of teasing from the Stockton officials. They weren't so teasing about 20 minutes ago. Back here with Harker, who sends it forward. Owen will head it away. Morris will try to get it on, but it's cleared up into the air and very high up. Owen will try to get to it. Pure, nice head on. Then ping ball forward. Townsend will get to it first. Just as he wanted to. Sheffield are leading 1-0 against Eccleshill. Alex Hardwick, the scorer. He's doing very well for the oldest club.
Quite a few for Sheffield.
Well, he did go from step 3 Ilkeston to step 5, so you'd hope he would. But he's doing very well. Sam Kay gets it out right to Charlesworth. Forward to Morris. Lovely turn from Morris. Got options now. He wants to go himself though. Out to Turner, trying to find Watson. Finds Watson, is offside. Hits the side net anyway, but this is better from Stocksbridge. 79 minutes gone.
Yeah, lovely turn there from Morris.
Oh, what?
Setting it off to Curtin. Watson was marginally offside there, must stop.
Yeah, very close decision, but we'll be kind to the linesman. We try to be.
He's got a better view than us.
No VAR at this level. Thank God. Ball going forward here. And Kay trying to collect it and send it down the channel. Stayed in play, but head away into the middle. When that Turner's going to get onto that, he's going to have space. Ace with the ball. Now over to Tinker. Tinker ball forward, took a block off Sweet, and it will go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Tinker with the ball. Launched down towards Barnett. Can he keep it in is the question. He's going to put a volley far post. Watson's trying to get to it. Headed towards the edge of the area. No one was running onto that, unfortunately. As Stockton try and break, they got to tackle in, but it is now spread out towards Pettigene, who looking to charge, but then being held up by Turner. Into the middle now with King, or Hayes, I'm sorry. Back it goes, not forward, and it's going to be Sweet trying to challenge for it. Tinker's doing well though, he got a little hand in his back and cleared it out really nicely to Barnett. Back to Turner. Turner now. Knocked over the top of his man. Lovely pass from Curtis Turner. Finds Watson. Charlesoff is an option going forward now. Now to Charlesoff, back to O'Connor, and it's a loose pass, but it's loose one that found Kay in the end. Frustration from everyone, I think, involved in that. Yeah, not to Barnett now. O'Connor. He's looking for the diagonal, but it's only a bit short. That's the difference. Our diagonals seem to fall short. They seem to hit their man every time. Kay's done really well there, though, and he took a clip. Advantage will be given. Charlesoff has got the ball. I think he just halted a bit, like expecting it. Now to Watson. Watson gets through a man, tackle goes in, it's a really good tackle. Watson's trying to get the ball back, he has a little slip and then it's cleared away, but only to Kay. Kay out to Charlesworth. Out now to Watson. Back to Charlesworth, high looping ball, and it's over the bar on top of the net. Just
Stocksbridge have done a lot better, just pin them in their own third there with the midfield locking it out, landing on the clearances from them. So need a lot more of that towards the end of this game.
It's much improved. It's just that shame it just didn't happen before now. We're going to need a new football first.
Before we've been playing for 40 minutes was somehow not.
We'll blame it on that, the fact when we got the two back. Oh, James Ely saying back from the Women's Rugby World Cup. Come on, Steels. What was the score of the Women's Rugby World Cup? Was it England playing? I have no idea. I have not been following. I know we beat America by a lot, didn't we? Ball going forward. Gundry headed away. Back into defence though for Stockton. They can pick a pass and they're looking for Hayes. Tinker just wants to try and get it first and does get it away from Thompson and gets it down, and he just hoofed that one away. Watson will look to chase, but returned by Nixon into midfield. Flicked on, but only to O'Connor. He knocked it forward, but they just didn't realise how much time he had, Alex O'Connor. So back with Harker. They're saying come on Stocky, but that could mean anyone.
I'm guessing it's the home fans.
It's probably the home fans, but it's here are two teams that start with Stock and play in yellow and blue. Turner going forward. Watson's trying to challenge, but it will be passed back to Harker, and he will clear it away. And out to play for a Stocksbridge throwing. You say so improved Stocksbridge since it's gone level.
I think they've just lost the intensity of it. Stockton.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Well, hopefully Stocksbridge are on to replicate what Trafford did. They scored in the 94th minute. Trafford to knock Stockton out of the FA Cup. Ball goes back to Charles. If it was now to Watson, you lose with the ball here. Now Stockton are trying to get it forward, but then Owen reads it, clears out in midfield. O'Connor will challenge for it, but King gets to it. Charles wins the ball, but Stockton will get it. And now look for the switch here. Yeah, and it's a really nice switch. Bramwell going forward, now over here to Sweet. Sweet puts across in, blocked by Tinker. It will be a throw-in. That switch again, looking dangerous. Notice that our opponents next week, Dunstan in the FA Cup, winning 4-1. They're facing Brighouse today. Throwing going in, head away nicely by Turner. O'Connor will clear, but no one's in the midfield. Goes in, a big volley goes in from Michael Sweet, but it's from Coulthard, but it is blocked, and now it's Kevin Hayes, and Hayes ball in, and Townsend will claim it. 84 minutes gone. Townsend, and it's just a poor kick from Townsend.
I know keepers can only hold it for 8 seconds now, but I think you've got to use the whole 8 seconds and let the front three get up the pitch and get together.
Well, you can tell him that afterwards. See if he listens. I'll get things we can't repeat on the radio. Well one high up there by Barnett. Kay tries to find Barnett, finds him, slip through to Morris, offside flag again, and this is just, it is one of the flaws of James Morris's game, is he just can't track the line sometimes, but that one felt so close.
Yeah, he loves playing on the last defender, so when he gets it right, he's in on goal 1v1, but it's one of them where it's always tight.
And it's obviously this linesman in particular is quite keen on it.
Yeah.
Ball forward to Purewall. Ball goes down, Turner's going to come away with the ball. Forward to Morris. Morris is looking to turn back to Kay. Watson's just getting back on side here. Then over to Charles. If he's trying to get in the middle, it's overhit, and now with Harker. Yeah, maybe just being a bit simpler with some of these passes. The ambitious ones just ended up back at the keeper, it seems, every time. Ball forward, headed on by Purewall, but we'll just go to Townsend. I don't think we face a better team in attacking intent than Stockton, have we?
They're very good. Two up top and then the wing backs joining on.
I've seen more chances in this game against us than I have basically the majority of the rest of the game, almost all the other games put together. As Turner just almost away, but he just spill out 2K. Over to O'Connor, hits the back of his heel there, and that's given it to Stockton, but then Tinker saves out his old mate. The 1-2 finds Tinker. Tinker is going forward now. He might think about scoring himself, but he's going to go with the other Barnett. Barnett's getting it on his right. He's going to take the shot, secure the shot. Nice save, Harker. Just looped down for him nicely in the end. And I thought he was going to go in his left, Barnett. His left foot's so good. Instead, he was trying to show his right.
Yeah, wasn't bad with his weak foot. Keeper read it well and got down to it.
From this Liam Robertson goal here, he was a very good keeper now. Him Harker, obviously a very talented one too, but beat him out for the number 1 jersey. Back in midfield with Lewis King. Morris just trying to avoid going into his back. Lewis King challenge forward, ball forward. Ricocheting, Kay will win it. Kay's been brilliant since coming on, and he's just shrugged off someone, man here. Now over to Barnett. Bounces up on him, wants to find Tinker. Barnett gets a connection, and he will get a free kick. I think the little scream helped, didn't it?
Yeah. He alerted the ref a late tackle, I think.
But he made sure the ref knew, didn't he? Let's be honest. Last substitution, James Morris is coming off, and Jack Crook, who played centre forward in the last few minutes of that game at won well, set up the goal for Jack Watson. He's going to come on. It's the last sub Stockbridge have remaining.
Great performance from Morris today.
Brilliant.
Holding it up to feet, and he's just linked it up nicely.
Certainly a very good performance from him today. Cook is going to go right up there. He'll be a problem. It's Townsend sending it forward, headed away. Barnett's going to track this. Tries to hook it right back across here. Owen trying to head it on, but it's headed away from him, and this is a counter-attack opportunity if it falls right for Stockton. It doesn't, thankfully. Owen able to just pocket away, and even though that didn't find Crook, you're happy that he's just allowing Gundry and Owen to get back into defence.
Jack Crook on it brings a bit of energy so he can keep pressing high and chase them balls which are a bit stray.
He is someone who's capable. Ooh, that could be a red card for Tom Charlesworth. I think that's going to be a red, surely. He had a very high leg there, Tom. He's yellow. We are saying this as a Stocksbridge commentary. He's a very lucky man.
Yeah.
He's got away with it.
Wing backs just nipped it round a bit late. It did look a bit high, so I think.
Good on you for not selling out your team, mate.
He's got a bit lucky there.
But yeah, it was one of those. I saw that, and I am very shocked the referee's not pulled out the red. Stockbridge are a very, very lucky team there. But they do have to defend this corner when it happens. Good treatment here. Say, it's one of those that I think VAR was here. Yeah. Well, sent off last year in the North East at Heaton Stannington, Tom Charlesworth, for a lesser challenge than that. I think it's Kevin Hayes was his victim. And he is up now.
He is very good at them when it goes out wide and he's intercepting, but sometimes if he just times it a bit late, then it puts himself in a bit of trouble.
It's the risk of the game, isn't it? Here it comes, the free kick towards the far post. Owen heads it towards the 6-yard area. That's what Towns again. That's how they got both their goals today, isn't it? So that's why it's very good to see Townsend claim that one. Boom, ball forward. It's a really good ball from Townsend. Watson just comes off his back of his leg, and then Crook slips as well. Oh, Crook, sorry, it was Barnett who slipped, and now Stockton come forward. Crook is back defending all the way here. He's gone into right back as Stockton go forward. 6-4 Purewell, well read by Gundry. Yeah, Turner out to Charlesworth, who probably is lucky to still be on the pitch. Now to Crook, carrying it forward, looking to get it diagonal towards Barnett. Bounces to Barnett, back it goes to O'Connor. O'Connor now to Barnett. Got O'Connor going on the left, puts the ball in the middle. Cook's looking for a header away if he can make it to him. And now Stockton will pass their way out of trouble.
End to end at the moment.
It is. Both teams want the free. Ball looking for Purewell here. Finds Purewell on the left. Free in the middle is Michael Sweet, but he's going to go backwards to Hayes. Hayes, he's struggling a bit, but gets beyond. It's now Charlesworth, the man who just took his ankle out. Now Hayes gets it back after a 1-2. The Dogs so excited for this. Back into midfield. Stocksbridge happy, patiently trying to keep the ball out. Out to the left again for Stockton. Ball into the box. It's a good looking one. Gundry, good header out. Will fall to Crook. Takes it under control. Gets past his man. Being wrestled down. Free kick Stocksbridge. 1 minute of added time has gone. We have not been told how much has been given. Probably about 4 or 5, I'd say. It's a yellow card there.
He did stop the counter attack.
Yeah.
Jack Watson was making good runs. It's good from Jack Crook just to shield the ball and use his strength just to win the foul.
So ball back with Townsend, who loves these sort of free kicks because he likes an assist, doesn't he? He wants to be on the assist board.
If someone gets a head on it and they don't score, he'll be having a word. He wants them assists.
You'd think they were an assist bonus, wouldn't you? But ball going forward. Over the top of everyone, just behind Barnett, flicks with his back heel and over the bar. That would have been the cheekiest goal you've seen all season. Capable at Jordan Barnett. He's that sort of player, isn't he? He'll try anything at least once, and probably twice. 2 minutes gone of added time as Parker launches it forward. Gundry, good head by Gundry, will go out for a throw into Stockton. Gundry, I think, hurt himself a bit doing that, but he is a warrior at this sort of thing. Here we go. Branwell will launch it forward. Tinker heads another throw into Stockton as they inch forward. The ball's shoot close in front of us. You were ready to head that, weren't you?
I was ready, but I remembered I had a broken arm, so I thought, best not.
Bramwell now. Going in the middle, then back to Bramwell. Mill to King. Cook's coming from behind, but he slipped it forward nicely to Pettigene. Pettigene, he wants a shot, doesn't he? He's trying to, Kay goes in, Kay, but it's going to go out left. Kay trying to continue it, cross into the middle, header to the 6-yard area, and it's Tinker with the clearance. But it's not gone very far. Barnett will bring it down, and then big boot away. Watson's trying to stick against it, but booted right back. Owen gets it into the back. Oh, with free kick to Stockton, and now you worry about this one, don't you?
Very dangerous position, just on the edge of the D, so 20 yards out.
Oh, this is worrying one.
You'd imagine they test Ben Townsend here.
Kevin Hayes again. This is.
He's had a couple of chances already, Kevin.
He's got enough to get his eye in, hasn't he? That's the worry. That tradition again is striking here. Workington have just got a last-minute winner, so we are the only team that's not going to win if that continues. Away at Bamber Bridge, their away visit a week on Tuesday. So it looks like we are going bottom, unfortunately, even whatever happens from this free kick. Hayes takes it. Oh, we knew it was going to happen. Hayes has scored, it's 3-2, he flips it. Stockton have won it at the end. And it's just a crying shame for the Steels, who have defended so well. Just, you can't have words for that, can you? I think we've been so good in the last 20 minutes, but and it's just, the set piece has got him in the end.
We thought eventually he was going to get one.
So we're just waiting for the restart. It's been a bit of a slow restart. Stephen Thompson could end up with a booking for tying his shoelaces here. We're not sure why the referee is not rushing Stephen Thompson here.
The best at it all, if there is anything.
Yeah, because it's one of these where, Stocksbridge were 2-0 up in this game. Now looking like they're not going to get anything from it. Back to Turner now, we will launch it up forward. Going to be headed away. Back to Barnett, who will hook it right back. Look for Owen, who's now going to send forward. Tinker gets it forward, Cook to the side. Owen challenging for it. It's been pulled all around here. Could have been a free kick and a similar sort of thing, but not given. Kay back to Charlesworth. Charlesworth getting it forward, but cleared away. And that will be it. It's gutting. It's absolutely gutting. We lose in the last minute of play with Kevin Hayes' free kick. After being 2-0 up, you just can't say anything to them after that, can you?
Just feel from there, going 2-0 up. They've put in a great effort, but you can see Stockton have a great attack, and it's just disappointing to lose it so late on with that free kick.
It's absolute. It's one of those that's going to hurt for a while, but we'll have to bounce back because we will have the match on Wednesday at home to Gainsborough, another tricky match.
That's what you want when you lost, a quick turnaround so you can put it right. You can see that at least now we're scoring goals. You'd hope the win's coming soon. The performances have been very good. Can we see out these games?
Yeah, so thank you very much for everyone who's been listening. We're sponsored by R&R Car and Van. I've been Adam Allcroft, commentator, joined by Paul Iggledon for this 90 minutes. We will see you on Wednesday.